this is taken from the TOEFL writing test. And we're not going to time it. It's just a chance to practice. It gives us something to work on. And the question is when people succeed, it is because of hard work. Luck has nothing to do with success. Do you agree or disagree with the quotation above? Use specific reasons and examples to explain your position. Now, Ran, you haven't been here before. You just mentioned that this is your first time. So what we have you do is take a few minutes or a few moments to jot down some thoughts, just like an outline. You don't have to write a whole script or anything, and then try to work on this. Now, let me ask you, Ran, what brought you to Speak Alley? Why are you trying to improve your English? Are you going to be traveling abroad? Is it for school, work? What are you doing?
Actually, I'm a graduate student now, and I came from Korea, but I'm currently in the U.S. And
Okay.
yeah, but actually, recent to a couple of years, I watched my Korean show too much, so I feel like I'm losing.
Using the
And so,
skills, huh?
yeah, it's true. And also now, I have a summer break here.
Okay.
Yeah, so my other classmates and friends are actually out of town, so I'm just still in here. So I was just surfing the internet and I found this kind of website, this everything's website. So I started it. Yeah.
Well, that's great. Tell me, what was your major? Well, you said you're a graduate student. What were you studying?
Oh, I'm in it's piano majors in masters now.
You're in what?
Piano major.
Piano?
Yeah.
Music.
Mhm.
Nice. Okay. Nice. So tell me, if you don't mind me asking, where in America are you living? Because I'm actually in the U.S. I was born and raised in Southern California. I lived in
Oh.
Arizona for almost 20 years, and now I'm in New York. So where are you at?
I'm in Ohio State.
Oh, okay. Not too far. When you compare where I came from, it's not too far. Okay, that's nice. So you've got some pretty area there. That's great. Okay. Okay, so tell me, let's see. So I assume you passed a test to come here. Which test did you take to come here? Did
Of
you?
course, it was TOEFL.
It was TOEFL. Okay, so you're familiar with this question then, most likely, because it's in the questions on their list.
Hmm. Maybe. Yeah.
Those.
Oh, so about the yeah.
Yeah, if you take your cursor and move it to the top left corner of the screen, you'll see a blue box. Click on that blue box, and that'll bring up the chat box. And I've put the question in there.
Uh,
And
on the screen, actually, I cannot find any.
okay, move your cursor to the top left corner, and that'll bring up the blue box, the blue speaking box. Do you see it there if you move your cursor up there?
I only see, the people's, the participants' icons.
Okay, hold on one second, and I will help out here. Suresh, I saw you trying to do that, so I think I'll just go ahead. Can you see my screen now? And if you just bring your cursor up here, whoa, that's the problem. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, that's not working. Okay, we're going to have to stop this. Yeah.
I will share the screen. I can help
Yeah,
you.
yeah, I don't think it's going to work. It's showing, it just repeats and creates a headache. Thanks, Suresh. Can you see the box there on the right? Move your cursor to the top left, and then if you go all the way to the top left corner, it should bring up it should activate it and bring up a blue box. Okay, and I'll go ahead and read it off and we'll go ahead and get going. Manzi, I'm going to read this. Are you ready to start? And then Rand can kind of see what we do here.
All right.
Okay, hold on one second. Rand, the question is, when people succeed, it is because of hard work. Luck has nothing to do with success. Do you agree or disagree with the quotation above? Use specific reasons and examples to explain your position.
Okay.
Okay, Mohammed, I just put the question in the chat box that we're going to discuss. Ran is new here, and Manzi's going to go ahead and take a turn. So, Manzi, why don't we go ahead and start and take it away?
Yes. So what I say that hard work is most of the part in success. 99% is hard work. You can give credit to luck only to 1%. It, but how much is working? How much you work towards your goal or your? It depends. So how much you have to. Sometimes we feel that uh, we are we have worked enough, and there are always others who are working far but better than you, or they are trying harder than you. So so it's kind of so you have to keep moving towards your goal. I don't know. I'm not getting enough points.
Okay. Let me just put this. Hi, Mohammed. Let me ask you, can you put your mic on mute? Just while I'm, thank you so much. Ran, Mohammed's been here before, so he kind of knows how this works. And it is nice to see you again, by the way. Okay. So
I need few more minutes to prepare.
you want to try it again? Okay. You go
Yes.
right ahead. And I'll give you a few more minutes. Go ahead and put your mic on mute. And Ran, would you like to go ahead and try this? And Ran, I put your mic on mute. If you could go ahead and take it back off, turn your mic on. Just move your cursor over there to the top of the screen, and you should be able to turn your mic back on. And Mohammed, are you seeing the question? I put it in the chat box, and that's the question that we're discussing. And I'll give you some feedback.
Hi, Cindy. How are you doing?
Good, good. It's good to see you.
Thank you. Actually, I'm not here to join the session.
Okay.
Okay. I just see you online, so I just wanted to say Happy Ramadan.
Thank you. You
Okay.
too. Thank you.
Okay. Now I will just leave because I have an exams and I'm studying.
Okay. Well, good luck on your exam.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for stopping in.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Rand, do you want to try this? Okay. Yeah, I think I lost everybody.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You want to try this again, Manzi? We've lost Rand, and she might be away from the mic or something. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I do feel that luck has not much to do with success. It's all your hard work, all your all your hard work defines how much you on how much you will succeed. So when I say hard work, means uh, instead of you losing multiple times, you continue to pursue your goal. You show perseverance, discipline, and towards your goal. So so if you are not doing hard work enough, there will be others who will be working harder than you, so they will be ahead of you in towards if you are doing hard work for your for competing in some examination, or you are doing uh, working, or if it's nothing like competition, for your individual goals also. In for individual goals, something like if you have a simple you decide to do something simple of uh, just following your habit, just sticking to your habit. So you how strongly you feel about it, till you you feel that you have done enough hard work, but you have to really go and check others, how much they are working towards, and how they fail and continue doing it. If you go and compare yourself with all the successful, if you see the history of all the successful people out there, so none of them has shined without their showing the without going through the times where they have stretched their limits and worked for their goals. Yeah.
No, that was good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Um, so you were saying that hard work is essential to success. And I'm going to mention hello to the person that just joined. You can tell me how to say your name here in just a minute. Let me go ahead and finish here.
Hello,
I
Sindee.
Hi, give me just 1 second. If you want to turn your mic on mute for just a minute, and then I'll be right with you because I'd like you to say hello, but give me 1 second to give Manzi her feedback, and I'll be right there. Thanks. So anyway, you talked about the hard work it takes and continuing to persevere. You mentioned perseverance. I know this was really difficult for you. I could see you struggling there to try to come up with some supporting arguments. And you've talked about following habits. That one I got a little bit. Are you saying that they need to change their habits?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. That sometimes you have to change your habit if something doesn't work. That you have to change it. Is that what you're saying? And then if it does work, you continue with that. Was that your point? I'm sorry, you broke up there. Go ahead and take your mic off mute. There you go.
Yeah, I meant to say that sometimes uh, um, you have some individual goals, so for that also you want to change your habits. Because of your habits you're not able to get them.
I see.
So in that case, how mostly how many times we don't know how much work is hard work. So you might be feeling that it's you are doing hard work. I don't know. I started speaking on those lines.
No, that's okay.
Maybe
That's
off
okay.
track. Maybe
No,
off track.
no, that's fine. So what it sounds like you're saying is that hard work can be relative to the situation. That you may think you're working really hard, and maybe for what is needed is not. Maybe you need to work harder. Is that what you're saying? That it could be that you're really working hard, but other times it might not be enough. and you need to work harder to be successful. That's kind of what it was sounding like. I know it reminded me of a saying that we have here, and they say that the definition of stupidity, some say foolishness, things like that, is the definition is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So sometimes we have to adjust what we're doing and how we're doing it. And you kind of supported that when you went on with testing their limits. They test themselves. They're striving continually to challenge themselves. Is another way we would put that. In order to move forward and succeed. So I know this was really difficult. And sometimes it is hard to articulate what we want to say in a concise manner. So you did fine. Keep working at it. And but you did have, like I said, I really like the point that you made about the perseverance and the discipline that it takes to succeed. So I think that was a good supporting point for the fact that it takes hard work to be able to succeed, that it's not up to chance. Okay. Other than that, everything was good, and I'm sorry I don't have more for you. Okay, so let me go ahead and have this new person tell me how to say your name. The one that just joined me. I put your mic on mute, so yeah, there you go. Thanks so much for taking that off now, and thanks for your patience. Tell me how to say your name first.
I'm Rajendrajit.
Wow. Okay, do you have a nickname? Do you have a nickname, or do I need to work on saying the whole thing? Rajen, say it again. Say it slowly.
Rajendrajit. This is my real name.
Well, I believe you. I'm just trying to figure out how to say it. So Rajendra, oh my goodness, I am so sorry. Rajendra, Rajen. So this is a lesson for pronunciation. You guys aren't the only ones that have difficulty.
Do you have a short name?
Yeah, I see it spelled. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I missed it. You have a short name?
Rajendrajit Prabhashwar.
No? Okay. All right. I will. I'll try. I can't guarantee it, but I will try, and maybe eventually I'll understand.
You can call me as Rajendra.
Rajendra? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay. And I apologize. My tongue does not want to wrap around that many consonants. Okay. So tell me first, where are you from? I think we've talked in messages so far, and I don't think I've had a chance to actually meet you. You're from India?
I am from Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka. Okay.
I am from Sri Lanka. Yeah.
Okay. And go ahead.
I am currently doing IT degree.
You're currently doing. Tell me again. You're currently doing
IT degree.
IT degree. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So English is very hard to me understand English. I go to many classes but never get success. Finally, I decided to learn English in online.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you going to be traveling? Are you going to be traveling overseas? Are you going to study somewhere else? Or are you just trying to improve your English for at home?
Sorry, I never heard. Can you say again?
Sure. First, one second. To the new person that just joined, if you can put your mic on mute, please, then I can hear well. I'm sorry, I'm kind of old and I have a hard time hearing sometimes.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, and yeah, are you going to be traveling? Are you going to be using your English when you travel, or are you trying to improve it for a job? or for school, or you just want to improve your English? Are you there? Did I lose you?
Yeah, I can't hear
Okay.
him.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Here English. Here internet speed is slow down little bit. Uh,
Okay, you're
I can
breaking up
hear your
just a
voice,
little.
but it is breakdown.
Okay, yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. I think that's the problem. Um, you're just breaking up. So I'll hang in there. Okay, so do you see the chat box? And did you get the question? And for everybody who just joined, I'll be with you in just a few moments. If you take your cursor to the top left corner of the screen, click on the blue box that brings up the chat box on your right. And I'm putting the question that we're discussing today in the chat box. And I'll read it off again here in a minute. So, Rajendra, do you want
Yeah.
to try speaking on this topic?
Uh,
All right. You can go ahead. Do you want to take a minute?
yes. Let me
Okay.
think.
Sure. You go ahead. Put your mic on mute, and that way I can hear. I'll go ahead and say hello to some of these others. And okay, to this other person, and it's H-U-Y is what I'm seeing in here. Can you take your mic off mute and say hello and tell me how to say your name because I need help? Yes, you. Thank you.
Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Yeah, can
Nice
you
to
hear
meet
me?
you. I sure can. Go right ahead. Tell me how to say your name and tell me where you're from and why you're improving your English.
Yes. Yeah, I am. So my name is Huy.
Hui. Okay.
Huy, yeah. Yes. Yeah, I come from Vietnam.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And are you going to be studying abroad, or are you just looking to improve your English for a job? What brought you to speak, Allie?
Yes. I just want to improve my skills to speak English well. Yeah. After I graduate, I want to apply for a new job. Yeah, with a high salary. You know.
I see. Okay. So a better job. That's always a. Okay. Suresh, whose voice is breaking down? Mine or Hui's? Hui's.
Yeah.
Rajendra is not.
Oh, his. Okay. Okay. So, Hui, can you see the question in the box? And let me ask, and I'm going to give Manzi and Rajendra a chance to think about this as well. Um, I'm I'm trying to find out more because we want to help everyone with these sessions as much as we can. And so, can you tell me, Hui, what is the biggest challenge you're facing in being able to communicate fluently in English? What area do you need the most help with?
Sorry, can
Uh,
you?
I think uh, people has to be success because they are hard work, and sometimes luck is also need. Uh, but most important thing is working hard to get success. That's my opinion. Hello.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Hui, do you mind if I go ahead and take Rajendra now that he's got his mic working real quick, if you don't mind?
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
apologize, but give me 1 second. Okay, Rajendra, so you're in support of um, hard work being important to success. Can you give me
Yeah.
some supporting arguments for that? This question, by the way, is taken from the TOEFL writing section. Just so you know who we. Go ahead, Rajendra.
Yeah, okay.
Uh,
Okay, yeah.
hold on 1 second, Hui. I'm sorry. We've got two people. I can only do
Okay.
one at a time. Rajendra, go ahead and finish. And he's just having trouble with his mic. I want to catch him while he's on. Go ahead, Rajendra. Did I lose ya? Okay, did you have any more to add to what you said? Okay, I'm not getting you, so go ahead and turn your mic back on mute. Um,
Uh, uh,
okay.
so I want to um, uh, specific reason. Should I explain a specific reason?
Yeah, and can I give a tip here? And this is going to improve your English drastically right away. Okay? Slow down. What happens from places like India and Bangladesh and Sri Lanka and some of those places, Pakistan, we lose the vowels when we're listening. It's hard to hear the vowels because one of how quickly you speak over there, and all I get is a lot of consonants, and it makes it harder. So the first thing that I tell everybody is if you slow down, it makes you much easier to understand, makes you sound more like a native. Hui, remind me and I'll get to you because I have different advice for you. I mean, it's similar, but a little different. So what for you, Rajendra, if you slow down so that those vowels come out nice and clear, I'll be able to understand you much better. So go right ahead and tell me if you have a supporting argument for why do you think it's hard work instead of luck that makes a person successful.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm going
Ah,
to go with Rajendra first. Wait, real
ah,
quick, if he's got it. Don't leave me, Hui. I appreciate your patience. I really do. He's had so much trouble with his connection. I want to catch him if he's still there. Are you there, Rajendra?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and
I
give me.
I have idea, but there is a problem of my lack of my
Okay,
English knowledge. How to describe it?
okay. Well,
Yeah.
go ahead if you'd like to try it. And that's why we're here, is we just it gives us a chance to um, practice our English skills and maybe learn some new words or new ways of saying things. So go ahead and give it a try, and I'll do what I can to help.
Uh, uh, the most famous people in the world, both in some people are very poor people, born as poor, but they get success for their own work and hard work. They get success, but their family and their background is very poor. There are a lot of examples, and the famous businessman and the famous person, both most of famous person and successful people get their success uh, for using hard work. Is enough.
Sure. Hello, Sue. It's good to see you again. Okay. Actually, you did fine. So don't worry. You did great. I know you were talking about that the background can be difficult, but if they work hard, they have a better chance for success. So that's good. Um, you did just fine, and I commend you for coming on and being willing to speak. I know it's very difficult when you're not sure what you're going to say next. And we'll keep doing these sessions, and I hope to see you in there. Again, what I want to mention is, do you have a device where you can record yourself? Because if you do, I would suggest play your voice and play it back to yourself so you can hear yourself. Um, You did slow down, and I want to tell you, it did improve. So if you keep going, you'll be able to really improve. And yeah, like Suresh says, you can post your voice in a post on Speak Alley on the trending page. And I'm on there. I'm trying to be on every day, or at least close to that. And I'll give feedback there as well. So even if you can't make the session or whatever, we will definitely try to help you there. So Oprah Winfrey is a good example. I got less. Okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. So yeah, if you can really work on slowing down, because you did become more understandable, it was easier for me to follow along. And the more you practice, the easier it's going to be, because you're still a little fast, but the more you do it, it's going to get easier and easier, and you're going to sound more and more like a native. And I do not give advice like this without knowing that it worked, because I've seen it work. Even people here on Speak Alley, I'll talk to them and give that suggestion. I meet them again, and they've been practicing it, and boy, it's like they're a whole nother person to talk to. So it really does work. I'm going to go now to Hui. And hello, Sue. It is nice to see you. And Elior, I know that's not your...
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that's not your name, and I'm trying to remember. Is it Kushni? Is it Kushni?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll have you put your mic on mute, because Hui has been patiently waiting for his turn. And I'm also going to say hello to the new person who just joined as well. It's Badushi, is that? I'm not sure if that's right, but go ahead and put your mic on mute as well, please. And you can turn your video off. It'll make the session run a little smoother. Awesome. Those beautiful markings, by the way. Anyway, Hui, is that how is that? Excuse me, I'm working on it. Okay, Elior, go ahead and mute your mic. Rajendra and I just saw the name Badushi. If you can all mute your mic, that would be great. And because I'm hard of hearing, so it's really a lot easier if we do that, and then I can hear Hui give his version. I'll put the question we're discussing back up in the chat box for the people that just joined. I think I will. There we go. All right, and Hui, you go right ahead, and let's see where we're at. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. As you know, many people say that success comes only as a result of hard work, right? Yeah. While others believe that it's morally the result of a good fortune. Yeah. I don't think so, because he has not. Because the people always were intelligent, hardworking. The, yeah, they deserve it, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. I- if you are hardworking, or you do the thing so hard, yeah, you spend more of my time, the days. Of course, the success won't come you. And I think lucky is spend more than 50%, yeah, and 50% again is how can I say? Okay. Okay, can you give me a few minutes?
Sure. No, that's fine. Go ahead. Take your time out. Let me help you with this one.
Yeah.
When you talk about more than 50%, I think you were talking about more than 50% of success is hard work. Another way to say that is going to be the majority of your reason for success is going to be due to hard work, things like that. So that's another way to say that, if that helps.
Yeah.
So Anyway, go ahead. You're doing fine. So if you want to keep going, go right ahead.
Okay. Yeah, this is first time I told you, so maybe I whole tremble.
It's okay. It's normal. So,
Okay.
okay. Did you want?
Okay. Okay. Anyway, I think lucky is yeah is a part of success. You know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think people when people have yeah when people is so smart, so intelligent, so hardworking, I think they need to do some to do some lucky to do the stuff, you know. Yeah, of course, when he or she want to do something, and you know someone want to break that, and uh, yes, lucky and
Go ahead.
can
I'm
you give
waiting.
yeah
It's yeah.
can you give
It's
me
sure. That's no problem. No problem
yeah
at all. Actually, you were going good. I like the intro that you had here. You had complete. You were using complete sentences to give a good intro or an introduction. So if you were writing a paper, that's a really good way of doing that. You're not just answering the question, you're kind of restating the question in your answer. So you stated your position right from the start, and that's a good way to do this because it allows the person who's listening or reading to make the most of your supporting arguments because it's easier to understand it and
yeah
follow along because they already know which direction you're headed. So you did great there. You talked about success will come. You said will come you. What we would say is success will come to you. Um, and then you says need some lucky. It's actually would need some luck.
yeah that's right
So that, and that's okay because lucky would be more of a describing word, whereas luck is, we're talking about chance there. Um, Now for you, and what I was going to mention before,
ah
Vietnam, Korea, China, some of those places, what we tend to not hear when we're trying to listen is, as a native speaker, and I'm speaking as a native, is the consonants. It's kind of the opposite problem of what Rajendra is dealing with, is people from your areas tend to lose the consonants. And one thing I've noticed in doing these sessions is the consonants that get lost are usually the ones either at the end of the word, in other words, they don't get pronounced, or sometimes it's the double consonants, like say the word cloud,
ah
and I'm going to print that here for you. The word cloud often comes off sounding like cow because they lose the L and the D. So the double consonants and the ending consonants. So when you're practicing, like say you're at home alone or whatever, and you want to practice so that you sound more like a native and you're easier to understand, work on your consonants. Really pronounce those. So if you're going to say the word and, pronounce it as and, to really help you to train your the muscles in your face and your tongue and all of that to really pronounce those consonants, and you're going to be so much easier to understand. I've had a bit of practice listening, so I was able to follow along with what you were
ah
saying. So
okay
I'm just going to add that to you because I know you're wanting to work at getting a good job and all of that, and being able to be understood helps you to convince people that your English is good. So that's
ah
going to help you a lot. So,
okay
but you did great, and like I said, you've got a good start there. So keep it up. It was nice.
uh
And I think so far we're hearing a lot of the same idea about success being
yeah
a large part of success. So that was nice to see some other thoughts there. Okay. Okay, so let me go ahead. We have got quite a bunch of people joining here, so I'm going to go ahead and add this question one more time. And this is the question that we're talking about. And if you want to take a minute to take a look, it's from the TOEFL writing section. And it's when people succeed, is it because of hard work? Or it is because of hard work is the statement, excuse me. Luck has nothing to do with success. Do you agree or disagree with the quotation above? Use specific reasons and examples to explain your position. And again, we're not timing this. This is just a chance to practice, you know, turning our thoughts into words, and I'll do my best to help you move along with that. Okay, Elior, and I believe it's Kushni. Do I have that right? Okay. And for anybody who has their mic on, if you can turn the mic off, it just helps the session run smoother. It also helps me to hear because I have less background noise to wade through, and my hearing's not the greatest. So, hello to Creative Ideas. And I'm going to go ahead and mute you real quick, just so that I can hear. Kushni, do I have that right, Suresh? I'm trying to remember. I know I've met Elior before. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, maybe she's away.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, and Hui, please mute your mic as well if you're not speaking. And there's one more person, Vidushi.
Here we go.
Yeah, so the stream is smooth.
Okay. And I'm not able to. She must be on a mobile device. Vidushi?
Hi, my name is Sindee.
Nice to meet you. Do you want to give this a try and take a turn speaking?
Yeah, I want to improve my speaking because my speaking is not good, so I want to join your class.
Wonderful. And I'm going to say I'm just a volunteer. I'm a native speaker. I was born and raised in California in America, and so I have a Western accent.
I'm from India.
Nice to meet you. And why are you learning? Why are you learning English?
Because I know in every sector, every field, speaking is very necessary. So I have decided to join your communication level. I want to improve my communication.
Wonderful. Nice to meet you.
Speaking is not so good.
Okay, so let me ask you then, and for anyone else that I didn't ask or wants to put a comment in the chat box, I would love to hear your input on that. Tell me what your biggest challenge is. What do you find the most difficult to do? You mentioned speaking. What is it about speaking that you find difficult?
First, I want to listen because.
Yeah, that's
hello.
That's no problem. That's no problem. But what I'm wondering is because I want to be able to help everyone as much as I can, and be as specific in my help as I can. So tell me what challenge do you find when you're trying to speak? Is it lack of vocabulary? Is it trying to put your thoughts into words? Is it because you get nervous and it's hard to think? What's your biggest challenge in learning English and speaking and writing?
Hesitation is, I think hesitation is most because hesitation is the most reason for me because
Okay, so you mean the hesitation of when you're speaking? It's hard to think of the words while you're speaking? Is that what you mean? Yeah?
It could be lack of vocabulary, I guess. I feel she's not able to put her thoughts. She's not able to tell us what are the challenges. So, do you hesitate to like respond to people in English? Are you saying that, Vidushi, or are you using the word hesitate in that context, or I don't know.
Go ahead, Vidushi.
I'm not feeling comfortable. I don't know, but uh, when we talk, I'm comfortable, not comfort.
Oh,
I
okay.
think hesitation, not comfortable.
Okay, I
This is
Okay.
understand.
the this is
So
the main reason.
you feel you're not like you're afraid to make mistakes. I think that's what I understand from what you're saying. So you feel your English is not good enough, so you don't give it a try. You're afraid, oh, I'm going to make mistakes, and I think that's why you hesitate to even like communicate in English. So I totally understand that. It's every beginner has that problem, but you have taken the right step by coming here uh, and you're trying to improve your English. So I'm pretty sure now you have an environment where you can you won't hesitate here because nobody's going to make fun of your mistakes. Everybody is here to help improve their English. Everybody wants to help each other. So uh, thanks for joining the session. Um,
Yeah, I know nothing is impossible. So I have decided to communicate others people's. So I have decided today. First of all, I want to listen because listening is the first step for for the communication, higher level communication to get the. So I have decided.
Good, very good.
I
That's the spirit. Nothing is
think this.
impossible.
Yeah,
You have to listen and then like respond. Um, uh, and also you have to read and listen because they are input to your brain. That's how you learn new style of writing or vocabulary words. So
yeah,
good. So you can stay on here and listen because I think this is your first day. If you
yeah.
want to give this
Today is my
question a
first day.
try at the end, feel free to give it a try. Uh,
Yeah,
be
you
but
don't have
but
you
I
don't
know
have
I
to
will
say
try to give my best. So I will.
sure.
absolutely you
Yeah,
have to do that. Good, good.
yeah.
So
Thank.
no problem. We are happy to have.
And I want to mention, I'm sorry, Suresh.
Go ahead.
Uh, I want to mention especially when you're nervous like that, it's very hard and you tend to freeze up. We all do that, even the native speakers like me. It's easy to freeze up and lose what you want to say. The thing I want to mention is this is designed to be low pressure. At least we're trying to keep it that way. So don't feel like you have to say a lot or that it has to be, this great speech or anything. Just say what you're comfortable saying and what you're, and sometimes if you don't have the sentence that you really want to say, give it a try anyway. And if as we go along, I'll try to do my best to help you say it the way we would say it as natives. But that's really why we're here. I'm just here as a volunteer to give whatever help that I can. And you guys are just, and to me, you guys are all just awesome. Everybody knows so much. And when you consider the fact that this is not your native language, you really have to give yourself a lot of credit for how well you do speak. So don't feel like you have anything to be embarrassed about because you don't. Excuse me. Sue, were you going to go ahead and go? I think I saw something in there. Not today,
Yeah.
Rajendra, but
Next.
if you like that, then we'll go ahead and keep going with those as well. We've got some other things going on here, and so I'm trying to keep up. So, but yeah, we'll go ahead if you like those, and if you have any ideas, Rajendra, you can always send me a message and let me know if there's a particular type of picture that you want to discuss, some different vocabulary words in a specific area. You're welcome to send me a message and let me know, and I'll look for a picture that we can do that with. I'm always looking for ideas, so that's awesome. Sue, go right ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize. So go for it.
No, Cindy, thank you so much. But would you please, I wanted to make sure that could you hear me clearly?
Yes, yes, I can. Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay. In fact, I love the question. It's nice and it needs a lot of words and sentences to talk about. I agree with the first part of this statement. Hard work makes success. But with the second part, uh, actually, I don't agree because I think luck helps and it plays a big role. Uh,
Can you
without
re
luck,
can you repeat that real quick? Luck helps and what? I think I got a little
yeah,
glitch when I was
and
listening.
luck plays a big role to 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 get success, to be successful in life. Without luck, I think we need to work so hard, and you will suffer a lot because you need to work so hard, and may you fail. But with the existence of luck, this will help us to work hard, then get success. I think that lucky people don't suffer as much as unlucky people. But hard work and luck, we really need both of them. You need to work hard and you need to be a lucky person in order to be a successful person in life. And I remembered two girls. In fact, they are my friend. They are my colleagues now, but at university, both of them are friends. One of them worked hard and kept study and bought notes, books, and she didn't go shopping or go for a walk. Just she kept herself and stayed to study for the exams and for the lecturers. And her classmate, her friend, her name was, I think, Maya. She kept go shopping and go walking and have fun. The one who studied hard, she failed most of her exams. So I think here this girl is unlucky person. But the another one who studied a little, and the previous girl helped her to and said to her, please read this and read this. This is important. You have to read this. You have to know this. But she could go shopping and go for walking. But in fact, the second one, Maya, succeeded. So I think that Maya is a lucky person, but the previous girl is unlucky. So this made her suffer a lot to graduate from university. So I think that both of them are important to be successful person in our life. We need to work hard, but we really need a bit luck in our life. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sue. Um, I gotta say first, I feel for this poor girl that has worked so hard and did not do well in her test. Some people are just poor test takers. It's not that they don't know the material. Here in the States, they've actually figured this out, and a lot of times now, in a lot of the school systems, you are allowed to actually take oral tests. The teacher will interview that person when they know that they have maybe a learning disability or something that prevents them from being able to take tests on paper. They will interview them to see that they know the material. And that's been a huge help to a lot of people that are in that situation. So I really feel for that. I had a son that had multiple learning disabilities. Very normal as for most things, but when it came down, like he was dyslexic was one of them, and that's a real challenge. And if for anybody who doesn't know, dyslexia is when letters on a page, when they read them, they sometimes get jumbled up. The brain processes them wrong, and so the letters don't make sense because to the brain it's all in a different order. So I feel for your friend there, and that's nice that you shared that, because sometimes there's obstacles that hard work can't overcome. So that was nice. I really didn't have much because to mention, because again, you're always very understandable and that sort of thing. You might mention, and I'm just trying to think of another way to say things possibly, since I don't have a whole lot else for you. When we talk about the, is it one or the other? You can say it's a combination of both. We need both of those. Also, colleagues. That was one that I had a little trouble understanding. It's colleague or colleagues. And then another word that I thought of too when you were talking about the friends is one of them did not really get into recreational things. She was very studious and kind of stayed away from the recreation and that kind of stuff. And I see we've got a whole nother discussion going on here. Okay, it's nothing that I need to look at. Okay, so another thing is leisure time. And I think you already know that word, but I just thought I'd put that out there for the group. And leisure time is the time that you spend doing something you enjoy. It's kind of relaxing. It might be just sitting and watching TV or reading a book, or it might be something that you just really enjoy and helps you relax, even though maybe it's more, more active than that. Yes, free time, perfect. That's definitely a word we use quite a bit. Is talking about our free time. So yeah, I really feel for your friend. I hope she was able to go back and maybe improve on some of that. Okay, so we need to find.
I think everybody
Okay.
has taken a turn.
Okay.
Some
Yeah, I
people
see.
left.
I saw that. Okay.
Anybody wants to take a turn, guys? I think everybody did it.
Okay. So does anyone else have you have a hearing problem too? Okay. Rajendra, you said you were having a hearing problem? Is what I'm saying difficult? Am I talking too fast, or are you talking about something else? I wasn't really following the comments. Rajendra?
No, it's not you. I spoke with him.
Okay.
He uses hearing aid.
I understand. I'm supposed to have one too. I just can't afford them. So
I have hearing problem, so I use hearing aid.
Yes.
My both
Okay.
ear. I cannot hear low sound, and sometimes in echo sound in large hall in lectures cannot understand clearly. Some voice cannot understand. It is so hard because English is not my native language. Even my native language Sinhala I cannot understand because my hearing problem sometimes.
Okay. So am I am I speaking too low? Too softly, too low when I'm speaking? Is that making it difficult for you? Because I'll try to do whatever it is that will help you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so if ever I'm not speaking loud enough or projecting well enough, please say something in the chat box, and I will do my best to bring it up for you, because I understand what that's like. Like I said, I have a little bit of a hearing problem myself. So, this is here, and I have a hearing problem. Okay, yeah. Okay, sure. Don't be afraid to say something to me, you guys, because I'm a lot of times because I don't have a script. I don't have, I never know what people are going to say to know what feedback to give. I sometimes trail off, and I do by nature have a quieter voice, and it's taken most of my 50 years to learn to project. But every now and then I will forget, so or I start to lapse into my old way of speaking. So don't be afraid to say something, and if I don't see you in the chat box, speak up, say something. Go ahead, Hui.
Okay. So, so can I ask you one question?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, can you tell me more about yourself?
Myself, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, I'm
Yeah,
50 years old. So I'm kind of the old lady here on the site. And let's see, I was born and raised in Southern California, which is on the west coast of America, the USA. And the last, about 18 years, I lived in Arizona. But I lived in northern Arizona, so I didn't have quite the heat. We had a lot of heat, but not quite like Phoenix. Phoenix is just way too hot, in my opinion. So we did have snow, and we did have the heat in the summer, so it was different. Um, but again, that's where my accent's going to be from. America is a big country, and you're going to find different accents in different parts of the country. Right now I live in the state of New York. I have not been here very long, though, and the accent is pretty much the same, but if you were to go, say, to the Bronx, some places in New York, you're going to find a different accent. If you go over to Michigan, which is not very far, more or less, again, there's a bit of an accent. My mother's actually from Michigan, so every now and then I guess I say some things a little strange. I think I've lost most of that growing up. But when I was younger, people would say things to me, saying, "Oh, you sound like you're from, back east," and it's like, no, I had never even been back east, but because of my mother, I would say a few things. So that's kind of where my accent and my way of speaking is, and I think too the culture is different. Being as I'm from Southern California and Arizona, the history of that area is kind of the Wild West, where things were very relaxed, not the prim and proper manners that you get in some of the places here out east. So you'll find me that way a little bit more than, say, some other people from here. My son's fiance is from Wisconsin, and she has a very different accent. It's easy to understand, but she has what we call kind of a drawl. It's a little bit longer. The words are kind of drawn out a little bit more. And of course, down in the south, you'll find some different ones. So anyway, I've been here on the site for about a year. And Sue has been here longer than me, and she's a very good friend. She's a huge help to me, especially when we're working on somebody's essay. So feel free to write, and we do look on the trending page, so if you want some feedback and you want to get more practice in even when we don't have the sessions, write something on there. And when I get on, I'll take a look and see what kind of feedback I can give. It always helps if I know ahead of time that it's okay to give you feedback, and then I can post a comment underneath where you've written and give you some feedback. You can also make a video, or like we were talking earlier about recording your voice. Again, I'll get on, and there's other people here that are English teachers. Sue's one of them that can also help, and we'll get on and give you whatever input we can, and we can learn that way too. So there's a lot of different ways you can learn on here, and don't be afraid to give them a try. Just remember, it's a social network, and the more we interact, the more we learn, and I've learned a lot being here.
Yeah.
Sure. Rajendra, I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to change your name.
Oh,
Yeah, is there a certain topic you'd like some vocabulary words for? You know, household items, stuff in the yard, shopping. I mean, what do you have anything in mind particular, or just a photo?
I like to practice because we have exam, and also in exam we have to describe a picture for English
Okay,
exam.
absolutely. That's no problem. Well, I'll go ahead and set that up. I think you're following me, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So when I post a photo that's going to be used, you'll see it, and you'll know that that's the photo we're going to discuss in the next session. And that way you can come up with some things to say about it, because the more you guys say, the more I enjoy it, and the more I can help you too. So I really do enjoy talking with everyone here and hearing what you have to say, and it's awesome, even with the pictures, because everybody has a different perspective, and so it's really awesome to be able to talk with you and find out those things. So yeah, absolutely, we'll go ahead and do more of those, and also for people that are studying for the test, we'll also keep trying to help them with TOEFL questions and other things that'll help you with your test.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, we can definitely do those photos as well.
Oh.
Absolutely, absolutely. Somebody's talking? Who am I missing? Hui? Did you have
Mm.
something to say?
And yeah, can
Okay,
I ask you one more question?
absolutely. Go ahead.
So can you share us the method to learn a new language? I mean, especially the English. Mhm.
Okay, you're okay. I missed the first part of what you were saying. Go ahead and say it again if you don't mind.
Yeah. Look, can you tell us the method to learn the English? Hmm?
The the best method?
Yeah, the method,
Prac
right?
Practice. Lots of practice.
Uh,
The more you do it, the better you're going to get. It's just like if if you're training as an athlete, it's the same thing. You have to train your brain. You have to train the muscles in your face and mouth. And I know that sounds kind of strange, but there really is practice really does work. And I'm not just spewing that out. The reason I can say that is not only is there evidence to back it up, in articles and things, but even for myself, when I have, like when I was learning Spanish, or even right now trying to learn a little Arabic, the more I practice, the better I am at sounding sounding the letters and those foreign sounds that are not in my English language. The better I get at being able to pronounce them. And the other thing too is it takes practice to be able to translate your thoughts into words. And I've got someone here, Creative Ideas. How you doing? Creative?
Hey, hi Cindy.
Hi, hi. Can
Hi.
you tell me your name? Because I've seen you sitting there so patient. Thank you very much. I wasn't sure if you were here or not, but can you tell me what your name is and where you're from? Creative? Creative Ideas?
I
Okay,
think
we
you.
lost her again. Your mic's
Hello.
on mute. Hi. Hi,
Yeah,
can you tell me your name? Tell me your name.
my name is Pia.
Is that Pia or Spia?
Pia. Pia.
Pia. Pia,
Yeah.
okay, and where are you from?
I'm from India.
Nice to meet you. I don't
Nice
think
to
I've
meet
talked
you.
to you before, have I?
Yeah, this is my first time. I tried a lots of time, but always like
Oh,
I disconnect my call. I don't know why. Yeah.
oh no, oh no. Well,
Yeah, glad to
I'm,
hear you.
I'm glad you kept trying and were able to join.
Yeah.
So why are you improving English? Your English?
Actually, I'm preparing for TOEFL exams.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
so
taught
working on
myself before. Yeah.
Okay, so working on questions like these are that will be something that will help you. And we're going to go ahead and develop help that we're offering for the exam takers. So bear with us, and we will try to work with you on that. Did you want to try and give something, or were you just listening today?
Yeah, the question is like, this is the question, right? When people succeed, it is because of hard work. This is the question, right?
Yes. So state your position and tell me why you think that.
Uh, yeah, every person wants to be successful. Hello?
Yes, go right ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, every person wants to be successful in their lives. They have been trying their best, studying or working hard to reach what they wish for. Some people believe that success is about hard work. They argue that luck does not have part in the case. I'm sorry, I'm just confused about it. Like, it's,
So the first question you're going to want to know about these things, and Suresh, please jump in anytime. Suresh has taken the test. I'm just this native. That doesn't mean that I've taken the test, but I have seen some of them a little bit. What you want to do first is decide which side are you on. Do you think it's because of hard work that people succeed, or is it because of luck? Once you make that decision, start off by stating your position,
okay.
what you think, and then give me some supporting arguments. Why do you think that? So try to convince me of your
Hold,
position. Go ahead, Suresh.
yeah, I want to like I will give it a try for Mansi and Pia and Sue who are taking this test. Uh, so Pia started off good, like she said, some people think, some people think. So that's good. So that's your introduction, and then you state what side do you take. So you state your position. So you complete your introduction, and then you like give two specific examples, like this is why I think, and this is why I think. Whatever position you take, whether it's luck or it's hard work. You give an example like my father did this, my brother was this, or this happened to me, and you give two examples and say this is why I think. And in conclusion, you say, in conclusion, this is why I feel that uh, uh, people succeed because of whatever position you take, whether it's hard work or luck. So let me give it a try. Uh, Hopefully this will help you guys out. So I would start. So when you see this question, you have some minutes to prepare. Immediately you have to find what the question is talking about. So success, whether it's hard work or what luck. So you decide what side you are taking, and then the next thought is you have to come up with two specific examples uh, to support your position. Um, because that's what makes it more interesting, because you simply cannot keep saying people succeed because of hard work. If you give it if you give some example, it becomes more interesting. So I would do it like this. um, um, so I don't know how to start. So I would start by, most people think that people succeed because of oh, okay. Most people think that people succeed because of luck. There are some people who also believe that people succeed because of hard work. Uh, in my view, I feel that people succeed because of hard work. Let me explain it to you in this two specific examples. Um, so I don't use so. So you should never use so, which means you're nervous or uh, you're not prepared. Um, um, I I uh, I feel that people succeed because of hard work. I had a friend who had a, uh, who um, who got his doctor degree, or who passed medicine in flying colors. It's not easy for someone to get a degree based on luck. You might be lucky on a single exam. Uh, you might have studied the right questions, and you might be lucky to uh, get those questions in the exam, but you cannot do that for like 8 or 10 semesters, or how many semesters you take in those 5 to 6 years. So there is a lot of hard work involved when you get a degree. Um, uh, and also there is a quote that says, and a lot of successful people agree on this, that hard work is 99%, sorry, not hard work, success is 99% hard work and 1% luck. And also I have also felt that in some ways, sometimes when you like work really hard, you tend to get more lucky. The probability of getting lucky goes up when you work when you work hard. And I have felt that, and sometimes it has, not sometimes, I think I know it happens. There is some time that things are out of your hand, but for the test, don't do that during the test. So take your stand. So this is what Mansi was trying to say. Take your stand, because if you do that, you will confuse the evaluator, that she might not know, like, okay, what is she stating, like, is she saying it's hard work, or is she saying luck? So when you have this conversation in real life, you can say, hey, sometimes people like are lucky, but it would be nice if you like keep your thoughts on one side, and you really say it's hard work. Because like if I'm evaluating, I would see, okay, what stand this person is taking, and if she's saying hard work, is she giving good examples to back her position? So that's what I was trying to say. And then uh, in the next example, I would say, um, so I used education in the first. So you can use a business. So you can say my father had a business. He really worked hard doing research, and other people thought it was success. Sorry, it was luck, but he worked really hard for it. People don't see what goes behind the scenes. He went on. He traveled a lot. He missed our birthdays. He missed his wedding anniversaries, um, and he was able to like uh, make better deals. And but the people who are not involved in this process, they think, oh, he got lucky, that's why he got this, he got acquired, or he got this project. So you can give that example, one more specific example like that, and then you conclude by saying, uh, so in conclusion, I feel, in my opinion, I think people succeed because of hard work, and rather than fortune. Um, so that's how you conclude. I'm way out of touch. I took TOEFL test way back. I have to go through all those materials, tips, and some sample essays and answers. So I hope that helped Mansi and Pia and Sue. Mm, somebody has to acknowledge. Don't say that I was on mute all this time. Okay, I'm not on mute. Cindy?
No, you were good. And actually,
Okay.
I was going to mention something that you did that's also good to have when you're trying to give a support, especially support for an argument, especially when you have a personal experience to use as support, is to give specifics. Tell them specifically why this is a support. Like you mentioned, missing. They missed a lot. You can say they missed a lot. Well, what exactly does that mean? But you went on to explain. They missed birthdays, they missed anniversaries, they missed this, they missed that. So because they were working so hard, so that really drives home the point of how hard they're working, and really adds to the support, the argument that you're giving in support of that. So if you can remember specifics, is always a good thing to do as well, especially when you're giving a personal experience. So thank
Yeah,
you. Go ahead.
yeah. So when you're giving this test, it's nice to take a stand and like give examples. It's I know it's hard. You have to make things up on the spot uh, and make it sound nice. But in real life, you can argue, hey, some people are born into rich families. Some people are lucky to get some jobs. It happens. But we don't want that in the test. Uh, yeah, that is not good. So it would be nice if you just take a stand. It's my opinion. I don't know if you find any articles online, share it with me. If you can take a neutral stand. But as an evaluator, I would like to see, because I'm correcting like thousands of essays on a day, and I want to see, okay, this person is saying hard work. What are the reasons he's saying? Okay, this person is saying luck. What are his specific reasons? And when you say hard work and you give specific reason for luck, or you try to confuse, you might lose marks. You might lose some score. That's what I'm saying. It's totally different when it comes to test. You just have to play safe. You don't have to say your opinion there. You can make some stuff up. Just give them some examples. They want to see how you are able to communicate uh, in English. Are you able to drive home those points? Uh, you don't have to be correct. You don't have to say your exact opinion there.
Yeah, that was good. I think what he's saying too is there's not a right or wrong answer to these. They're evaluating your ability to convey your thoughts and to give a logical argument to something, a convincing argument, because you have to know the language well enough to be able to give a convincing argument, and that's why they do this, because
Exactly.
they're trying to see, are you going to succeed here in this environment where everybody is speaking English and teaching in English?
Exactly. The word convincing, that is exactly what they're looking for. If you see the rubric, they want to see there is logic, it's convincing. Are you able to persuade them? If you're not able to persuade yourself, then it's difficult. So that's what they're saying. Go ahead, Cindy. That's exactly what the rubric says.
No, go ahead. It was fine. Thanks for giving them an example. Well, Pia, did you want to go ahead and continue and give this a try? You started, so I thought I'd. Are you there?
Hey.
Hey, there you go. Hey, you're so patient. Thank you. And thanks for allowing us to do that, so we
Yeah.
can address some of the questions there.
Right. I just
So,
prepared a little bit, so yeah.
okay, go ahead.
Like in my view, hard work is very important to be successful. Because without hard work, we can't achieve our goals. Like this tells us how important hard work is to get a success. However, I don't think just hard work decides our success. Rather, I think luck should be supported to be as a successful. Uh, there's two reasons. First reason, when we have a very important test that can decide our success, so luck should be after it. For example, we s- uh, we think we sometimes guess some of questions that we are not sure, and there is no luck after it. We can't have a good score on the test. I mean, we can get a good score if we study very hard and have no confusion in the questions. Uh, if we studied very hard and have some uncertainties about the question, then luck is what decided to test score. Therefore, we can't say that only hard work decide our success. Luck has nothing to do with success. Uh, and the second reason, like, uh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm listening. Take your time.
Thank you.
Okay. Uh, Actually, that was quite good, and I can see why you were being quiet. You were taking advantage of the time, and that's nice to see. You really did very well. I don't really have a whole lot to say. The more I get to know you, the more I can pick on you a little bit. But to be perfectly honest,
Yeah,
you did a very good job.
I just follow on YouTube some noteful tips and all things. So
No,
I'm trying to make uh, this structure like same like noteful.
okay. No, you did good, and you did quite well. And you mentioned I like the argument that you had on
I just
this
yeah I just
about
want
it's not
some
luck.
criteria.
You're making your luck. I think is was a good point that you had. Anyway, go ahead. You were saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying like I'm just cast some criteria like in my view and however the second reason, the first reason and the conclusion. So I'm just trying to make it like this. Yeah.
Yeah, those are
No,
good templates. Yeah, but also those are really good templates. Like you're following Noteful.com's templates.
Yeah.
I like them because that is what I followed when I gave my TOEFL.
Yeah.
So good. But make sure immediately when you listen to the question, make sure you take a stand and come up with really
Yeah.
good examples.
Yeah.
Like two examples would be nice. Uh,
Yeah.
but since this is writing, I'm saying two examples because you have 30 minutes to write
Exactly.
this essay. Um, so when you're speaking, I think
Yeah,
the
this
speaking
is the
questions are one,
yeah,
one
this
minute.
is the main problem I'm facing it right now. Just like I'm just thinking about because the lack of timing, you know. So
Yeah. So exactly, that's why you have to do you have to spend a lot of time. You have to hard work. You have to do hard work if you have to succeed. So I'm just saying the
yeah,
same. The
that's why
question
I'm
again.
saying hard work is very important to be a successful, right?
Yeah. So spend more time. You have to practice. Just like you work out or you learn a musical instrument or you swim or ride a bicycle. You have to do it again and again. Um, or else everybody would do it. It's difficult. I know it's not easy. So. But you will get it like if you keep doing this for a few days that's why you have to give it a try and then you'll be able to come up with examples you'll be able to reuse those examples for other questions uh, it's just about training your brain to do these so keep practicing join our sessions I think I will every day I'm going to make some TOEFL IELTS session every day there will be a session on Speak Alley from today so that we have something going on and
Yeah, that
uh,
would be good, I guess. Yeah.
yeah yeah
Mhm.
yeah
Yeah,
don't
that would be good for me too. Yeah.
yeah don't feel shy about writing so
Hmm.
make note of this question you can take your time sit and write an essay think about an exam see at the first go don't time yourself
Yeah.
uh, So work on okay, what stand do I take? Do I take hard work? Do I take luck? If you're taking luck, make sure you have some really good examples to say, hey,
Yeah.
my friend got into this. He was very lucky. Like 10,000 people applied, but he got. And then like the other guy who didn't study at all, and he simply applied for a like a high-paying job, and he got that job. And there were other people who were like who had more uh, background, work experience, or educational background. So so train yourself on this. Don't worry about the time. So do this for like 10-15 times, and then try to bring the time into picture. Because if you're not training your brain to do that, then if you bring time, it just stresses you out. Yeah. So thanks, Mansi. The same question, Suresh. Yeah. This question. Try to write it, post it so that I and Cindy can give some feedback, uh, or we will write a response for this on the blog, um, so that you can use that as a reference. Um, it's really easy. So this is my tip. Take your time. Don't take time into picture. Every day do an essay and do this for like 5 to 10 days, and then bring time into picture. try to do it faster.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
No problem. Cindy,
Yeah.
let's wrap it up.
Okay, there you go. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on mute and I didn't realize it. Okay, so I was going to put my profile up there, but for Hui and Pia.
Rajinder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will put it.
Can you put it? Thank you. So yeah, if you follow me, then you'll be able to see on your post page. You'll be able to see the topic for the next session. Also, I'm going to be starting, and I did do it today, on the calendar. Putting up either the picture or the topic, whatever it is, on the calendar. So when you see, Speaking Loose with Sindee or whatever, just click on that and that will bring up some more details on that session. Also, any tips and stuff like that will show up on your post page as well as on the trending page. That's the best way to do it. And like Suresh was saying, we will be on there. We will do our best to give feedback. If we need to do if you do a full essay, I'm happy to do a session. Sue, if you don't mind joining me as the English backup. She's great for those technical questions. Thanks, Sue. But we can do a session, an essay in a session, and give you some critiques on that, critiquing. And yes, it's always nice to see when everybody joins and participates, and that includes even on the trending page. Even if you just do a quick video, take a walk around your neighborhood and tell me what you see. I would love to see other places. I enjoy that. So it's my way of traveling without having to travel. So and then, when I see it, I can go ahead and give some feedback on your English. So make sure you say it in English and tell me what's going on in the video that you're showing. So anything that you want to do, this is a good place to be, that we can learn from each other, and we'll be on as much as we can to give you some feedback. So thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time. Thursday is our next session, and again, we'll post that on the trending page and the calendar as to what our topic will be. And as I can, like I said, we've got some other stuff going on, but as I can, I'll try to get on just to say hi and talk. So thanks to the ones that have photographs with your Google picture, or put up a Google picture, because it's always nice to see somebody I know, and you're always more likely to have someone join you when you have a photograph to go with your profile pic. It just seems to go that way. We all like to see somebody that we know, and it kind of makes it more personal. So get a photo up in your profile picture, and that way we know it's you when we see you on the practice page, and we can come in and say hi. So I'll go ahead and let you go.
Yeah,
go
and tomorrow we have a TOEFL IELTS session, and there will be a session every day. We will discuss a picture, or we'll read an article. If you have some ideas, feel free to share that. Keep an eye on the calendar on the practice page.
Remember that there's three.
I
just wanted to mention there's 3 different calendars, so make sure that you click on the one that you're looking for. There's the one, mine, and then there's one for just the IELTS and TOEFL people. So don't forget to click on the different calendars to find the different schedules.
Yeah, please. Okay.
All right, so I guess we'll wrap it up, and I'm just going to make this a couple of notes, and then if you guys want to stay in the session and talk with each other and get some more practice in, you're welcome to do that. And I will see you again Thursday at least, if not sooner. And I hope you all have a great day. Talk to you later.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
bye. Bye.
Bye.